All right. So Milton structure has really changed drastically over the last 24 hours. Milton is really showing the symptoms of a storm within a highly sheared environment with its asymmetric appearance on IR imagery. I mean, you can see just how asymmetric this storm is. The center is right up and around this area right here. And it's just the heaviest convection is on the north slash northwest side. This storm is very asymmetric right now, and it's because it's in such a high shear environment. Milton's eye has filled completely since overnight period, with only the central dense overcast being visible via the cold cloud tops in the center of the storm. You no sense of an eye on IR imagery, and same with the visible. You just can't really see where the eye is, but you can see the central dense overcast right in here with the really cold convective cloud top shooting on up there. That's around this where the center of the storm is. I mean, well, the center's probably right around here, the surface center, but the most convection is not directly over top because of the shear that this storm is underneath. Milton is now down to Category 3 status. No surprise. That's the forecast for it to make landfall as a Category 3. Maximum sustained winds are 125 miles per hour as of right now. Minimum central pressure is now up to 950 millibars. This is located approximately 26.9 degrees north and 83.5 degrees west. All right. And then let's move on to this is the deep layer shear environment. This graphic is from Sims Tropical Cyclone Team. It shows Milton right up in here. Let me circle it for you just in case. Right in here, you can see Milton, the nice cloud tops up there. Um, it's currently in a high sheared environment denoted by the red contours. Uh, and it's going to remain in such an environment until landfall in west central Florida. So this storm is going to weaken up until landfall, but the storm could slow its weakening rate towards the very end as some baroclinic energy gets supplied into the system. We'll see if that works out or not. But right now, it's still weakening. The trend continues. Hopefully, the trend continues until landfall, because the weaker this thing gets, the better it is for everyone that lives there. Oh, I need to turn off the annotation there. There we go. Now I can move forward. Oh, my goodness. It's still there. What the heck? All right. Let me go ahead and erase that. There we go. All right. So, geez Louise. So here is the NHC forecast cone. As you can see in red, here is the hurricane warnings. And then in blue is tropical storm warnings. And then same over here on the eastern side of the Florida Peninsula, you have hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings on either side. And then up into South Carolina, you have tropical storm watches in yellow. So this storm is expanding. The storm is pretty massive as of right now. It is projected to be a hurricane all the way across the peninsula and into the Atlantic before decreasing down to tropical storm status by sometime on Friday. Here is the most recent data from the Air Force Reserved Aircraft Reconnaissance data. You can very clearly see the gradual weakening trend that Hurricane Milton has underwent since this morning. Again, this trend is forecast to continue until landfall. I'm just showing you right here the minimum central pressures as the hurricane hunters are in there. They keep going through the center of the storm and they keep locating where the center of the storm is. And it went from 932 millibars earlier on today, and it is now up to close to 950 millibars as of most recent observations. Here is the 18Z 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Hurricane and Global Model Track Guidance Suite. Again, they're still converging on a landfall location to the south of the Tampa Bay region. Don't get caught up on exactly where Milton makes landfall because significant and life-threatening impacts such as storm surge, hurricane force winds, and heavy rain are going to be felt very far away from the center. So don't get caught up on exactly where the storm is going to make landfall. Just know that if you are within a region, even nearby, just in the forecast cone, and even outside of the forecast cone, you will experience significant impacts for Milton as it comes on land. If you are in an evacuation zone, I hope to God that you are out because it is too late to prepare now. Here is the peak storm surge forecast, the most up-to-date one produced by the National Hurricane Center. Here you can see from Indian Pass down to Yankeetown, you're looking at 1 to 3 feet of storm surge. That's in the Big Bend region of Florida. From Yankeetown down to Aripeka, and then also into the Anclote River, you're looking at 2 to 4, maybe 3 to 5 feet. From Anclote River down to Anna Maria Island and including Tampa Bay, you're looking at 8 to 12 feet. And then from Anna Maria Island down to Boca Grande, you're looking at 9 to 13 feet. That is where the largest storm surge is forecast, and that is also right now where Hurricane Milton is projected to make landfall somewhere in that region. So of course you're going to get the highest storm surge totals. There, it's going to be unsurvivable, completely life-threatening. If you're in an evacuation zone, like I said, heed those evacuation orders, get out. It's never too late to get out, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's almost too late. Boca Grande down to Bonita Beach, you're looking at 8 to 12. Same with Charlotte Harbor, 8 to 12 feet. And then from Bonita down to Chokoloskee, you're looking at 5 to 8 with 3 to 5 further south, and then 1 to 3 in the Florida Keys. And then on the eastern side, you're looking at a general 3 to 5, and then 1 to 3 further south and north into Georgia and South Carolina. Thank you guys for watching, and I will provide an update later on tonight.